Let's unmute you. Can I hear you? What you waiting for? Can you hear me? 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 Can you hear me?
Horde.
I'm trying. Hello? I hear you. All right. Make sure everybody's up and running. Oh, boy. Tough one. Yep. Here we go. Sai is working around it. He's doing something. Anyway, let's see if Sai's recording.
I hear you. 1
Are
second.
you recording? Are you recording? That's the question. I'm going to record on here. Do it that way. Record on this computer. Are you recording is the question.
Now I am.
Are you recording? Okay, you're recording. Okay. All right. Well, we may or may not get Mr. Chris Baker in here, folks. We're live on Twitter and Facebook. It is Chick Hernandez. It is Cy Fenwick, otherwise known as the Amish Man. Fred Smoot is doing the other show. So, yeah.
Yep.
Redskins lose it 31-23, the final to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first round, the wild card weekend, as it were. A valiant effort, no doubt. I didn't expect them to win. I did not call for them to win, and yet they still had a chance to win. I'll go over some quick numbers real quick. Side, let's see. So Taylor Heineke, 26 of 44, with 306 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Mr. Tom Brady, the GOAT, 22 of 40 for 381, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions, and a rating of 104. But Antonio Brown scored for Tampa Bay. Ryan Suckup had a couple of field goals, 3 field goals for the 4 field goals for the Buccaneers. So that wasn't the greatest defensive effort for Washington.
It was not.
It wasn't, but I know what Burgundy and Gold Nation is going to say when they come away from this one. It's, hey, man, we weren't supposed to be there. This was a positive one, and it was. I mean, for the most part, it was. And kudos to Taylor Heineke, who played hurt in that second half. In that third quarter, got a little banged up. You can tell he was in pain. There's no question in my mind. He went and got shut up. But yeah. So, what are your thoughts?
That was something. I mean, he played really well, honestly. Everything considered, he played pretty well. You know, what else would you expect from somebody who hasn't played very often like that? You know what I mean?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So I'm going to go through some numbers here. On third down, Washington was 7 of 14. Tampa Bay was 6 of 14. Total net yards, 507 to 375 in favor of Tampa. Rushing, 142 yards on the ground for Tampa, just 86. I say just 86 for Washington, but they were in a pass mode for much of the game. Passing, 365 for Buccaneers, 289 for Washington. Turnovers, 1 apiece, 3 touchdowns apiece. Field goals, big difference there. 4 for 4 for Tampa Bay, 1 for 1 for Washington. Time of possession, basically a 2.5 minute difference there when it all comes said and done to it. So, yeah, I mean, look, you're playing with your 4th quarterback of the season. I tweeted a little earlier. I wonder what Dwayne Haskins was thinking watching this game.
Can you imagine?
I know that he was supposed to be visiting Carolina today about a possible job there. So, good luck to him on that. But he was watching tonight. It's, no matter what you say, you go through a little less than 2 seasons. You're drafted by the team. You get to know a bunch of those guys. Let's see what Chris Baker. It looks like Chris Baker is about to jump on here.
Nice.
All right, here we go. All right.
I was definitely wrong with my Chase Young prediction.
Yeah, you were. Well, that happens. There is Chris Baker, the touchdown maker. He joins us.
Some bullshit.
Wait, how many of you had? Really is the question.
Hold on. Let me go grab the bottle real quick. Let me show you.
Okay. Yeah, you got to get the bottle. So for those who don't know, Chris Baker played for the Washington franchise for a good couple of years. Undrafted guy, came in, played really well, earned himself a career in the Oh my! That thing full at the beginning. I hope not.
Yes, it was the Casamigos.
Oh, good
Lord. Oh my goodness. Yo, I was doing really good, man, and Heineken was doing his thing, man. I thought we had it, man. Fuck.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, you had a chance to win at the end. Tyler Heineke comes up with, he got wailed. He got a neck. You know, he went into that locker room and got a little zip on it.
That's what I said. I said Toradol is a hell of a drug, man. It's a hell of a drug.
No question. He was in pain, but he played well. Look, in the end, they weren't supposed to be where they were with a chance to win the game in the wild card weekend. They weren't supposed to be there when you consider going through their fourth quarterback, almost their fifth.
No question about it, man.
There, so.
That's why I just tweeted out, man. I'm proud of the squad. They had a hard-fought game. You know, no one expected them to be where they are right now, and their future is bright. We got one of the youngest teams in the NFL, so as long as the guys stick together, stay healthy, and have a good offseason, I can't see why we can't, continue to build off of this.
No question. The defense has been good all season long. I don't know. Maybe you do. Was it just the man-on-man battle they won tonight, Tampa? Because
I feel like Tampa won the one-on-one battles. Donovan Smith played a hell of a game. He pretty much eliminated Chase Young today. But Payne, with Chase Young not being able to affect the quarterback, I think Payne really had a good game pushing the pocket. Anytime you get 2 sacks as an interior lineman, that's really impressive. So I was happy with his play. But we just came up short, but their offensive line played better than our defensive line. And I was really shocked at how conservative our defense was. I mean, even though, you kind of don't want to blitz veteran quarterbacks because you kind of get beat on the blitz a lot, I expected more pressure just on Brady. Like, he had so much time with 4 guys rushing and sitting in zone. He could pick that apart all day. I just thought from the start of the game that we'll be double A gap blitzing, just showing them different looks, But when we did blitz, it was like the corner was coming from 3 yards off the line of scrimmage, and it had no effect when we did blitz because he got rid of the ball quick and he saw the blitz when it was coming, So
what do you think of Chase Young's performance?
It's a learning experience. He's played great all year, but like I said again, Donovan Smith had a hell of a game today, and he pretty much eliminated Chase Young from making any plays. I don't think he had a tackle today. He probably had like 1 pressure all game, and then when he got hurt, he had to pull himself out of the game. But even before he got hurt, he was pretty much a non-factor in the game. That's credit to Donovan Smith and their offensive coordinator.
Do you think that anything that Chase Young said before the game could have affected that, or do you think that this was probably the result that was going to happen regardless?
Hell no.
That's just the result of the game. People going to talk all day, every day. Donovan was just a better man today, and he got it. He had his number today.
I gotta read some of the comments on Facebook. So Bobby Mostafari says, "Nope, sorry. The Washington football team really won the game, and everyone knows it. The team should stay on the field. It's all a conspiracy."
It sounds like Donald Trump.
He says the football team scored more points.
Donald Trump can't get on Facebook right now, though.
He can't get on Instagram. He can't get on Twitter.
Nope. Greg Wilkes says Heineken played well. Tough to beat Brady as a 4th guy. There's no question. We got another Baker's looking small. Mr. Baker, how were the wings? Says Bob Kelly all the way from Guam. Did you cook wings?
Oh, I didn't eat. I have that same question. I'm curious about that.
It's a little late to be eating that kind of. Look at that.
Oh
my God, the salmon. It is healthy. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, I'm getting the late night munchies.
That is well done. I had steak tonight.
Chef Swaggy or Chef Big Daddy, you know what I mean? Either
Chef
one.
Big Daddy makes sense. Yep. Let's see who else said anything. Casamigos is delicious. Yes. Yeah, I mean, look, in the end, as I was telling Cy beforehand, there's no way this team should have been where they were, and yet they were. So you lost in the first round of the playoffs in a playoffs that you weren't supposed to really be in. I know that you were the best in your division, a division that sucked royal butt, but they weren't supposed to be there when you look at them where they were at the beginning of the season with a new coach and a quarterback situation that was ever evolving. So it's you if I am a Washington football team fan, I am not depressed when I wake up tomorrow. I'm saying, you know what, dude, y'all balled. They never ever quit in a game, which has been a hallmark of this team the last couple of years under certain coaches.
And that's what I felt. Just as a former player, I'm always going to root for the Skins. I mean, for the Washington football team. Like even with Heineken, it was like, damn, like we started off slow, but the team just never stopped fighting, and we was in it to the last drive, and you would never have expected that from our third or fourth string quarterback, and we damn near was on our fifth string quarterback.
Unbelievable.
He came in there and played his ass off, and that's all you can ask for. I wish our wide receivers had a little bit of a better day because we dropped a lot of easy catches that could have helped our quarterback play even better. And looking back, you wish that the running game worked a little bit better. I don't really feel like we ran the ball as much as as effectively as I would have liked to see a playoff team do it. But credit to Tampa Bay, they came on and played their asses off. And Tom Brady is a great quarterback, and you can't beat a quarterback like Tom Brady when you're dropping passes the way we drop passes today. But the guys went on there and played their asses off, and that's all you can ask for.
All right, so put yourself as a teammate in that locker room tonight. We saw Chase Young go out on the field last week to Taylor Heineke and say, "Hey, dude, you're balling. You're on that team. You walk into that locker room. What do you say to Taylor Heineke?"
Hell of a game. Great job, man. We didn't expect you to do this, but you hung in there, you fought hard, you got hurt and you came back, and that's all we can ask for is for you to be the toughest player and the best player that you can be. And today you showed that you're a true warrior. I felt like he had a great audition for every 32 teams I was watching.
Right.
So, I'm pretty sure he helped himself out a lot. I was looking at Will Blackman. He tweeted out that we found the new Ryan Fitzpatrick of the league, and that's what I felt like he played like today, because you can never get rid of Ryan Fitzpatrick. No matter where he goes, he always seems a way to find a way to win games and come in there as a backup and turn things around. So, hopefully Heineken has a great career, but this is a great start to it.
I wonder how many bottles of his own wine Will Blackman got into tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably got into a few. I was hoping Heineken won the game, and then Heineken would be able to put him in a commercial or something.
Exactly right. No question. I think he has definitely earned himself a serious look for any team. I don't know why Ron Rivera would get rid of him. He's the perfect stopgap. I don't know what they do at the quarterback position because you'll have a 37-year-old Alex Smith next year. The leg will be better, the calf will be better, but he'll be 37, and he's not a Tom Brady 37, mind you. Well, I don't know what they do there.
I feel like he'll be okay. Like this offseason was like any other. It wasn't like any other offseason that we ever had. And so the things that you could have worked on in camp, we really didn't really have a camp to really work those kinks out and to get that leg out and really be able to test it the way that you would normally test it in a normal camp. So hopefully with a good offseason, knowing that he could still play, hopefully this offseason he'll respond better to the treatment, to the working out as hard as I know he works his ass off because there's no way he could come back from an injury the way he came back with having a hard work ethic. So
they still have Kyle Allen too.
Yeah, you still got Kyle Allen. He got hurt as soon as he got in, but that's the nature of the NFL. It's the survival of the fittest. So you just got to be able to stay healthy, and that's kind of like what killed this year. Was just Alex. He did come back and have a great comeback, but he just wasn't able to stay healthy, and that's the hardest thing in the NFL to do is to stay healthy.
There's no question Alex Smith gets comeback player of the year in the National Football League.
Right.
Is Ron Rivera up for Coach of the Year?
I don't know. I mean, he definitely had a hell of a year coming in as a first year coach and having to deal with the adversity he had to deal with at quarterback, which is the most important position on any NFL team. And to win the NFL, I mean, and to win the division, that's a hell of an accomplishment. You know what I mean? So I think he's definitely in the discussion.
And while battling cancer, by the way, which
while battling
the
cancer,
voters'
you can't overlook that. But I feel like it's kind of hard to overlook what Buffalo did this year and what Kansas City did too. You know what I mean? Andy Reid has been there for a long time, and then just to look at the way Kansas City.
Give it to Andy. You can't give it to Andy because he's coming off a Super Bowl victory. That ain't happening.
Right, but it's still hard to only lose 2 games in an NFL season. No matter if you're coming off and being that you just won the Super Bowl, you're getting the best of every team because everyone wants to beat the Super Bowl winner. You know what I mean? So to continue to find different ways to win a game, you can't keep him out of the coaching discussion. And then the turnaround that was in Buffalo, you can't overlook that either. They haven't made the playoffs in I don't know how many years.
It's been forever.
Right. And they finally had a win after like 25, 30 years. So you can't overlook that either.
My Maryland guy, Stephon Diggs, had another big day for the
had a hell of a day.
Buffalo Bills. Well, the best part of the season is we got a chance to with the Bruce Almighty cleats, yes. One of the best parts of this weird, wacky season was we got a chance to the miracle of technology, a lot of shows being done on Zoom, got a chance to reconnect with guys like you. So, Bake, man, it's great to see you. Who knows what me and Smoot are going to do. Obviously, Smoot's doing something else tonight. The guy just
he probably got 3 bourbons in. He probably 3 glasses of bourbon.
He went for the real dollars for the football team. But it was great to connect with you. And hopefully,
Baker, real quick.
Go ahead.
Again, sorry. I'm going to ask this. I need to hear it from you again. This is not an Amish beard, correct?
Oh, stop already.
Not at all, man. Not at all. You kind of look like Jack Gruden.
You're right.
Jack Gruden?
Little Jack Gruden. Yes. Yes.
That's actually worse, I think.
Worse than being Amish? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Amish, you asked the guy who nearly polished off an entire bottle of Casamigos. That's who you asked for an opinion on your beard.
Okay, still relevant to me.
Whatever.
You got
Baker, man, great to
I
catch
appreciate
you,
it. So thank you.
Ridiculous. Chris Baker, great to see you. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do some stuff in the future, man. And I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
All right. That's Chris Baker. Big swaggy, former Washington footballer. Let's go through our bets here. And you're trying to figure out how to get off the air. There you go.
Yep.
Let's go through what you have here for the so during the pregame show we made some picks on the paper. We didn't do it live. Yeah. So let's what do you got?
Yeah, I got the results.
The last battle against Fred Smoot, who's not here.
Yeah. All right. So when I made these bets, I said watch team quarterback because as of Saturday, we didn't know who was going to be quarterback. So Washington football quarterback passing yards, 250 said under. So that's a point for you.
He took the under?
Yeah.
Oh, you're frozen on it. Okay,
yep.
There you go.
Yes, he did.
Okay. So I got one.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to skip or just washes unless you want me to go through them.
You skip what?
The ones where you guys just had the same answer and there was no point to either of you.
That's fine. So
okay.
One.
But then Washington football team as a tax 3.5 over under. Smoot went over and it was under. So that's a point for you.
That's 2 for me.
And then under on total points for the game. You went over and Smoot went under. So that's a point for you.
That's 3 for me. This ball game's over.
And then, it is. Final score, not only did you pick the correct winning team, but your score was also closer.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you
4
pretty
points
much
off, 5 points.
wiped him out there.
Yeah, whatever. Good.
Yeah.
I won the last battle.
Wasn't even
Fred will
close.
say no, you did. Fred will say no, you
Yeah.
didn't. But I won the last battle.
Of course he will, but he's
yeah, it
not
was
here.
a-
So
He's not here. He's
He
doing
should
the other
be
show for
deducted
the Washington
points for
football
that.
team.
Yep.
Yes, he should. They should be doing a show after a loss anyway. Only we should be doing one anyway. I know people are watching.
Yep.
Going, what the hell are they talking about? Phil Hawkins, Tina Palucci watching. What's up, Jason? Lisa Granger. Yes, yes, yes. Bobby Motafari. Very funny. Very funny dude tonight. Yeah, I mean, look, in the end, they now regroup. They'll see what Alex Smith's plans are for next season. They have Kyle Allen coming back from the ankle injury. They have Tyler Heineke, who will finish up his studies at Old Dominion and then decide whether or not he wants to be part of an NFL franchise. I am dollars to donuts. There are teams who saw tonight and went, not a bad guy to have on your roster. But he's also very familiar with the Scott Turner offense under Ron Rivera. The coach.
So what do you do at the quarterback position? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think you look for one. You groom Kyle Allen. No, not Cam. Cam doesn't have it. I don't think Cam has it anymore. And although obviously he's very familiar with the
Tyrod Taylor. For now,
not a big fan. Yeah, I mean, Tyrod is a good leader. He's gotten shortchanged a couple times, so I wouldn't mind Taylor. I would not want Cam. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Tyrod. You just have to get somebody that can run the offense, and certainly Tyrod can. He's got the arm, he's got the legs, got the brain, all of it. So that's not a bad one. The question is, does he want to come here and be, closer to home, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't really make a difference now. NFL players want to play on a roster and get a spot. So he can certainly start here. Yeah. I don't know what their plans are with Kyle Allen, and who knows if Alex Smith is coming back next year. Alex Smith is your starting quarterback. That's what's going to happen. If he's coming back, he's not coming back to not start. That's the big question for him is, does he want to put his leg through that some more? Maybe that's what drives him. We'll see. They're not going to pick near the top of the draft, and they're going to play a tough schedule after winning the East this year. So I'm not going to look that far ahead like a lot of folks like to do, but it's going to be another interesting offseason. Yep. They're going to get a GM at some point, you'd think. A real GM, football GM. And we'll go from there. But if you could have told me at whatever they were, 1 and whatever and 2 and whatever, many weeks ago that this was going to take place and that there's going to be a playoff game against Tom Brady's Buccaneers, I would have told you that you're smoking the wacky tobacco.
Well, yeah, if you had told me before the season started that they would win the NFC East, I mean, you could have made a lot of that bet at Vegas before the season started.
Yeah. All right. Well, for those who are watching, have no idea what's going to happen with Chicken Smoot. We are in discussions, but who knows what's going to happen there and with the rest of our lives. When are you getting married?
October 2nd of next year.
Well, you just gave the whole date away, didn't you? You just gave it all away. You just could have said fall or October. You just went October 2nd. You just gave it right away.
You asked when, so I gave a date.
I did. Yep. I did ask. I didn't expect the full answer. You're dead. You're in big trouble.
Yeah, we'll see if I can make it till then.
Yeah, well, yeah. I've seen some of your social media posts. There's a chance you won't make it till then.
Hindsight's 50-50.
All right, we're now rambling. Cy, good to talk with you, man. Good to see you. Good season. This was a good first step. We'll see what's going to go happen here in the near future. Still got college basketball season. I'm calling a bunch of games and all that jazz, but we'll figure it out. The guy from Guam said, "Are we all invited to your wedding?" I don't think so, Bob. I don't think you're invited to the wedding.
Of course, everybody's.
I mean, although if Bob came to the wedding, there comes that point when sometimes people go, "All right, who came the furthest?" It's going to be Bob Kelly from Guam. I'm just saying.
Yep.
There's nobody else coming to your wedding that's closer or that's further than that, right?
No.
Okay. All right,
no,
good.
I don't think so. And Fred Smoot keeps trying to tell me he wants to plan my bachelor party, but I'm pretty sure I'll end up in jail if I let him do that. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm pretty sure I'd not only end up in jail, but the wedding would also be canceled. Like it would be the consequences.
Like Hangover 6. Is this what this is?
Plentiful.
This hangover
Yeah,
6?
it would be
Okay.
bad.
Well, if you could
Well,
get Ken Jong,
I'd wake up on a boat somewhere.
if you could invite Ken Jong to your wedding, that could be great. And I
I'll
heard the
see what
boat joke. That's nice.
I can do. I'll pull some strings.
I mean, if you get Ken Jong and Fred Smoot at your wedding, that's, and Bob Kelly, because Bob Kelly will be my +1. I'll bring Bob from Guam.
All right.
Yeah, that would be
Sounds good.
tremendous.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
we'll do a live chicken smoot from the wedding. That's even better.
That would really be something.
No, it would not, because then you'd have to come and fix it or not with your Amish skills. All right. That's it. Redskins fall to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31-23. The season is over. Washington finishes 7-10 on the season with a whole host of things to happen, certainly in the offseason. But a healthy head coach for the next year will be great. A healthy quarterback will be great as well. And we'll see what they can come up with. The culture is certainly on the change with the burgundy and gold. A lot of things from the inside structure to the football team has changed, and we'll see if that continues. We hope that it does. And we'll figure out what we're going to do with Chicken Smoot. So for the Amish man, Cy Fenwick, soon to be betrothed on October 2nd, 2021.
Yep.
And for the missing in action, CIA searching down one Frederick Smoot, I'm Chick Hernandez. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out. See you, Cy.